So we're here at the Philippine International Motor Show 2026. It's actually the 10th show of this iteration. And why are we in the Toyota booth right now? Well, first of all, Toyota has launched a slew of different cars that is quite iconic in nameplates. First up, we have the all-new LC300 HEV. Yes, this is a hybrid. It's now electrified. So again, aside from the diesel, it gives buyers added options. And of course, they have also brought out the Toyota Hilux. So it's available in both the IC and the EV, but EV is something that I don't expect to come so soon here in the Philippines, especially with our market adapting to electrified vehicles. I think it might make sense, but in range, it only has about 240 kilometers. So I guess it's more of an experimental model. But another thing is I used to own an FJ Cruiser back in the day. Now this one, I think, is still true to its heritage despite the smaller engine. It now uses a 2.7 VVTi inline 4, naturally aspirated despite the old one being a 1GR FE V6. But that being said, I do think, and by the looks of it, still has the off-road chops and capabilities. I'm actually excited to be able to drive and review this car down the line. Now, what else? Now let's head to the Nissan booth right there. Okay, so Nissan's quite exciting. That's because I think this is their most daring display yet. First up, we have the Nissan Primera EV. This was first previewed as a concept in Auto Beijing 2024 and then made as a production model in collaboration with Dongfeng as the Nissan N7. For the Philippine market, it will be named the Primera once it officially launches. And that's actually a smart move because the Primera has had history in the Philippine roads before. Let's go follow me. Next up is, of course, the all-new Nissan Kicks. Now, the Nissan Kicks e-Power has gotten a very nice upgrade as compared to the older model. Totally new body panels all throughout. You have an upgraded interior, upgraded exterior, better wheels, better features. I honestly think this might be a hot seller this year and down the line. Now, moving over there in the middle is the all-new X-Trail. And yes, finally, Nissan has finally launched the X-Trail because they desperately need a competitor for the Toyota RAV4 and the Honda CR-V, and this one has the e-Power drivetrain, so it can battle against the RAV4 HEV and the CR-V eHEV. Next up, we have the Nissan Navara Pro plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. Yes, this is a PHEV, and again, like the Nissan Primera right over there, this is also made in collaboration with Dongfeng Motors in China. This is a plug-in hybrid. Now, Nissan has not given us any exact specifications yet. That's because both these cars are still on preview. The only car launched here is the X-Trail. This one, probably close to 400 horsepower. So, pretty quick. We're also very excited to be able to test this car down the line. And this could do a great battle against the hot-selling BYD Shark 6 DMO. Now, moving over there in the MG booth, MG has released 3 new vehicles here in the Philippine International Motor Show. First up is the MG4 Urban EV. Now, the MG4, the older MG4 as we know it, is not anymore for sale alongside this vehicle. This one, they've mellowed down the styling a little bit. The former MG4 was more sporty. This one, a bit more mellow, a bit more tame, but MG promises a much more spacious interior, a much more comfortable ride, which should make for a better daily driver. Next up, we have the MG RX-9 PHEV. Now, the MG RX-9 PHEV is more or less MG's higher-end PHEV offering, and is also MG's entry point into expanding their electrified vehicle models all across their whole lineup, which I think MG is doing a good job so far, especially with the launch of the MG G50 PHEV back in the Manila International Auto Show. Next up, we have the MG HS PHEV. Now, the HS is originally available as a regular parallel series hybrid. This time, we get the PHEV model, so it can battle against maybe the Sea Lion 6, other BYD models, other plug-in hybrid models, such as the Chery Tiggo REV. This might be a good option. Now, let's move to the Isuzu booth. Now, as for Isuzu, yes, I know that things might still look pretty familiar to you, and I don't blame you. But what do we get? The highlight here in this show is actually the all-new 2026 model of the Isuzu D-Max. Now, the Isuzu D-Max has gotten a nice facelift. In terms of drivetrain, it's still the exact same. You still get the same proven 4J J3 TCX engine, which I know it's not electrified in today's world, but again, now if you have Isuzu's proven legendary reliability, don't fix what isn't broken. So obviously, new wheels, new styling. You will see our video and walk around of this vehicle soon in our YouTube channel. All the other stuff, we have the all-new Isuzu Travis light there, so it's updated with other stuff. And overall, the overall booth of Isuzu is technically showing that their whole overall lineup can vary and guarantee and support different lifestyles. So whether you're a businessman, an off-roader, or a family man, there's an Isuzu vehicle for you, and it's easily adaptable for any lifestyle. Next up, we have the Suzuki booth. Now, obviously, we're all familiar now with the Jimny, the XL7, the Desire, and the like. But what's pretty cool is Suzuki Philippines has finally brought their first electric vehicle here in the country through the form of the Suzuki e-Vitara. Now, the Toyota Urban Cruiser might look very familiar to you. That's because it's the exact same vehicle as the Toyota Urban Cruiser that Toyota Motor Philippines has launched a couple of months back. I'm actually surprised that the Urban Cruiser was the first one here in the country, despite Suzuki making this car originally. Like, this is actually a whole Suzuki platform. This uses Suzuki's Hardtech E platform. So the fact that Toyota Motor Philippines brought the rebadged version first is actually a bit of a shock to me. But then again, it's always a welcome addition to have another electric vehicle here in our market. Now we're here in the Chery booth, and Chery has launched a cute EV that's going up against the likes of BYD Seagull, Dongfeng Nami, and the recently launched GAC Ion UT. Now, the GAC Ion UT, you can check our video out on our YouTube channel very soon. Now, the Chery QEV is, well, back then, Chery released the QQ3, which didn't really have a good reputation. But this time, they're trying to turn that around with the all-new Chery QEV, and it looks quite promising. You have about 400 kilometers of range and a very spacious interior and a relatively attractive price tag. In terms of design, it kind of looks like a Mini at some areas, especially in the rear, but it does promise a very good daily driver. Now let's move. Now, Kia has also made an appearance here at the Philippine International Motor Show. Now, Kia did not release anything new for this show, but what they did highlight for the show is obviously the all-new Kia EV5, which we did a video, I think, a couple of months back. So the Kia EV5 is Kia's latest EV offering, and people can see it here in the show, in the metal. They can do test drives, and also over there is the Kia EV9, which we also did a review on, which you will also see on our YouTube channel very soon. So Omoda Jetour has also made an appearance here in PIMS 2026. So you have familiar models such as the J7, and you have newer models such as the J5 SHS, and obviously the quite hot seller, the EJ5 right over there. I've seen a couple of those on the road. We want to get these cars for review down the line very soon. So Foton has also made an appearance, and obviously with electrification going much more famous here in our market, they've managed to bring out a couple of electric commercial vehicles. So you have, some close vans right there, multi-cabs, and a huge coach. It's full electric coach. So quite rare to see locally, but at least we get to see one here. And also a full electric tractor head truck. So, if you're getting trailers or whatever, and you want to go full electric for your fleet, this might be an option for you, I guess. Now, moving over to Baic. Now, Baic has made waves in the past couple of months. I think their sales have been steadily increasing over the past year. And I think that's largely thanks to, obviously, the B30E June. Now, the B30E June priced very competitively, about 400 horsepower. It's a hybrid, so it promises good fuel efficiency. And obviously, the B40E Trailmaster REV. Now, the Trailmaster is Baic's sort of vehicle for their more off-roady-ish stuff. It's technically meant to go up against, well, they say the Jeep Wrangler, but obviously there's another market for that. But there we go, we have Baic here as well, here at the Philippine International Motor Show. Now, another thing that's notable is Mitsubishi has finally unveiled the Outlander PHEV. Now, the Outlander PHEV has been teased for a couple of years here in our market. Actually, we've seen this particular vehicle for a couple of years in the sense that they've been studying the market. And I think Mitsubishi has finally decided that, look, it's time to bring this in. So now we have the Outlander PHEV here in our shores, and I think it might be available for sale very soon. We'll never know. Let's see. We were expecting to see the X-Force hybrid here, but apparently it did not make it. So I think we're gonna be able to see that car also very soon. So Jetour is also here at PIMS. So like Mia's, they also recently launched this one, the Jetour Gaia. More particularly, the G700. Now, the Jetour Gaia is not to be mistaken with the regular Jetour brand. The Jetour Gaia is actually their higher-end brand. Think Toyota and Lexus. So the Jetour Gaia, tons of power, tons of luxury, and in terms of price points, we'll see if this car will be a success here in the Philippines. So Honda has also made an appearance here at PIMS, and this is where they actually debuted for the first time locally in our shores, the new Honda logo. We've never seen this before in our shores. I've seen this back in Japan Mobility Show, but this is the first time that Honda Philippines is actually using this new logo, which actually means more for their zero-emission dreams in the future, 2030, something like that. Here, in the booth, the most notable is obviously the all-new Honda Prelude. Now, the Honda Prelude is a hybrid, and it actually promises a very good driving experience. You have the all FL5 bits underneath from the Type R. The engine, yes, is from the Civic RS 1.5, but I think this makes for a good daily driver for those that wants a sports car with practicality and comfort as well. Now let's look at Geely. Now for Geely, Geely recently launched the EX2 back at Manila International Auto Show, as well as the EX5 over there. The EX5 was actually launched, I think, a couple of weeks back. The EX5 EMI is more of a rival for the Sea Lion 6, and we've been seeing this sell in huge numbers lately. I've been seeing a lot on the road, and rightfully so. If you look at the interior is actually quite stunning, to be honest. The material choices are impeccable, and I heard it drives very well as well. So hopefully we do get this car for a review down the line very soon for both written and the video review. Meanwhile, here at the Subaru booth, they finally debuted the Crosstrek e-Boxer Hybrid. So the Crosstrek finally gets a hybrid form. So that's in conjunction with the Forester e-Boxer Hybrid launched about nearly a year back. So finally, there's another electrified model from Subaru here launched at PIMS 2026. Last but not least, we have Tesla. Now, Tesla has been making waves in the Philippines lately with quite a number of sales thanks to the Tesla Model Y found out back. Now, recently they launched this one, the Tesla Model YL, which is the Model Y's bigger brother. So basically a Tesla Model Y stretched out. It now has a 6-seating capacity. So it has a third row in the back, a spacious interior, and recently we got to drive the Tesla Model 3 for a review, and we're excited for you to read that review maybe a couple of days from this video. So there we have it. Those are all the all-new vehicle releases here at the 10th Philippine International Motor Show 2026. Now, if you want to see these cars, you can see it until this Sunday. So you can drop by all the other booths here. You can do test drives and all those stuff. Enjoy coffee, drinks, hang out. This is actually a very, very good show. This is Carlos DeVito from YugaAuto, and I'll see you in the next video.